We're recording. Oh, hey, good morning, Nuun crew. How are you guys today? Oh, I'm so excited to be having you see me here. I mean, what? Oh, I got stuff. I guess I should take this stuff off my face. I didn't even realize I wear this stuff all the time. I didn't even realize I had it on. Gosh, sorry about that. Oh, geez, let me just take this off. Actually, part of this costume is a deal I've got for you, but we're not going to talk about that yet. We'll talk about that in a few seconds. But pay attention, because I've got a deal for you, Nuun. So I'm Jolene. I am the author of a blog known as Journey of the Canuck Mom on the Run. There's my blog name. It's backwards. You probably can't read it. Why am I holding the sign up? I don't know. Anyways, I live in North Carolina. However, I am Canadian. I've lived here since 2000. I married a handsome Southern guy, and I have 2 children. My son is 5, my daughter is 11, and I am a Noonaholic. I have been since 2010. It's the only thing I can drink for hydration when I'm running that does not bother my belly. And in fact, my husband's a Nuun addict too. I made him a Nuun addict in 2010 as well. And my favorite Nuun of all favorites is, well, it's the Nuunstache, of course, right here. Coca-Cola Nuunstache, in fact. My favorite. I take my Coca-Cola Nuunstache wherever I go. And remember, I've got a deal for you, and it has something to do with my costume. I also like to carry my Nuun tattoos with me on every run, especially races, because sometimes I'll just stick it on people. But you probably want to know why I want to run Hood to Coast. And well, I applied last year, I didn't get in, and this year I decided I got to go all out. I got to kind of crazy for you. And so I've got a big deal for you. But first I'm going to tell you one of the big reasons, well, kind of the big reasons, well, the big reason I would love to run for Nuun, and that is I'm a Noonaholic. So I want to be out there promoting Nuun, telling people to stay hydrated, and I want to do it in my fun, fantastic way. And you'll see what it is in a minute. The other reason I would love to run the Hood to Coast with Nuun is, well, this book right here. Right here. The Wheedle on the Needle. This book has been a part of my life since I was 5 years old, and I'm not kidding you, 5 years old. My mom used to read this book, and since I was 5 years old, I have said I would go to Seattle and I would find the Wheedle. He exists, doesn't he? Just tell me he exists. That's all I need to know. And so I'm going to find the Wheedle, and I'm going to give the Wheedle a big hug. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dress up as the Wheedle, and I'm going to take a picture of myself in front of the needle, and I'm going to send it to my mom because she would think that was totally funny. The other reason I want to run for Nuun Hood to Coast is my parents, and mainly this man right here, my dad. He passed away from cancer in 2007, and he is one of the main reasons I run now. I run to raise funds for children with cancer and just for cancer causes. And in fact, in the fall, I'm running the Toronto Waterfront Marathon, and I'm going to try to Boston qualify because I made him a promise before he passed away that I would run Boston in his honor. So this Hood to Coast deal is a big deal for me because, number one, my mom used to read me this book, and so did my dad when I was a kid. And number two, I get to go to Seattle, and I get to see everything I've wanted to see and run with cool people and for an amazing product. Couldn't ask for more. So why should you pick me for the Hood to Coast Relay? Why? Well, number one, I just want to show you I can rock the sparkle. You see that? The sparkle. I know I've seen those Nuun girls in the past, and they rock the sparkle. I can rock the sparkle. Did you see that? And in my hair too, sparkle. I don't believe you should run unless you're wearing the sparkle. That's just my thought. Number two, you should pick me because I'm a Noonaholic. And I will drink up the Nuun and drink it up and drink up and put my name out there, and I will even lick and stick the tattoos on people. I will do it. Trust me. And number three, well, I'm kind of famous. Well, just a little bit famous. Not big famous, but a little bit famous. I have been in the local newspaper. That's me right here. Down at the bottom, I wear my special cape after every run. It was painted by children who have cancer at one of the local hospitals here, and I wear it after every race that I do, just to say, hey, I'm running for you guys, and I love them. And number two, well, I was in the January edition of Women's Running Magazine, and this is me right here. And I talk a little bit about why I run in there, and there's the cape again. You see the cape? I kind of like the superhero theme. I'm kind of a geek. I'm sorry. I love it. So I talked a little bit about why I run, the big thing that's happened to me over the past 4 years is I went from 215 pounds to 116 pounds, and I did it all on my own, and I did it with running. And I run for my sanity, I run for my health, I run for my family, I run for people who have cancer, I run because I love Nuun and I like to drink it, and I will drink it anywhere, everywhere. And I run because, well, I just love it. And so why not run in the spectacular Hood to Coast relay? Because it'd be so much fun. And so here's where my deal comes in for you, Nuun. I like to have fun. I like to be completely silly. And my deal for you is, for every mile that I run in the Hood to Coast relay, I'm going to wear the stash. And it may not be the stash. I have a lot of stashes. Oops, it's kind of crooked. I have a lot of stashes. I like to have fun, you see. And so I'm going to wear the stash every mile that I run. And I'm going to call it the Nuunstache. Nuunstache. And I'm going to wear it, and the Nuunstache and I are going to go on adventures. We're going to run that in Mount Hood. We're going to have some fun. Heck, I'll even lick and stick these tattoos on people with the stash on. I don't mind. I just want to have some fun. And if you notice, I like to be silly, so I even have stash earrings in, and they change depending on my mood. I'm a goober. I like to have fun. And I even go to the bus stop and pick my kids up with this, so trust me, I've even gone shopping in Target with my kids with this on just to make people laugh. So trust me, I will run every mile in the stash, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I've been training with the stash on. Are you ready for this? I'm going to show you how I've been training with the stash. The first way I've been training with the Nuunstache on is you can't wear the Nuunstache without doing the Harlem Shake with the stash on. The Nuunstache does the Harlem Shake. You can wear the Nuunstache while pumping weights. Yep, I'm pumping the weights so that I can get up those big old hills and down those big old hills too, while wearing the Nuunstache. I'm doing it. See, Nuun, I can even rock the mustache while running an 8-minute mile on the treadmill. And I'm probably making you really dizzy running and having you watch me do this. But see, the stash is staying on my face. So I know I can run a relay, especially Hood to Coast, with the stash on my face. See, Nuun crew, I have been training hard with the stash on, and that's what I'm talking about. I can even drink my Nuun while wearing the stash. So I've given you a lot of reasons to pick me. I'm willing to have fun, and I'm going to run every mile that I run in the stash. So, the Nuunstache and me, we rock the house. We would love to be picked to run Hood to Coast, and not only that, I'm going to bring some treats along if I get chosen for all the runners. I'm going to bring along some wings for the shoes, because every runner needs to rock the wings for the shoes. And that'll be my treat for everyone. And I might even bring some stashes for everyone, because we got to have fun while we're sitting in the van. Maybe some clown noses and some glasses. We're going to be crazy. We're going to have fun. So, Nuun, I'm hoping you'll pick me, because I'm a lot of fun, and I love to run, and, well, those are the big things, and I love Nuun. I mean, a Nuun fan since 2010. I've tried to become an ambassador. I've tried to get into Hood to Coast, and, well, here I am, being crazy and wild me. So please pick me to run Hood to Coast. Stash you later.